So this is the warm-up for 5.3 solving systems by elimination, where your objective is that you can solve a system of equations using elimination after this entire lesson. Your warm-up is to solve the system of linear equations using any method. Explain why you chose this method. At this point, you should know two. You should know solving by graphing, and you should also know by solving by substitution. At this point, you should already have written these down and tried them. If you have not, then pause this video and try them so that you can see where you're not quite getting. We're going to start out with number one. Number one can be a little bit tricky because we didn't expressly talk about this concept. If you divided everything by 2 and then plugged it in, everything works completely fine, and that's totally awesome for you. However, one thing to kind of keep in mind as you're looking at this is this up here is a 2x, and this right here is a 2x. Those are the same thing. So what that means is instead of writing it like dividing everything by 2 and then multiplying it by 2, I can actually write it like this. Let me circle this in black so that you can see where that substitution takes place. So I do 9 minus 3y, and I put that in brackets, minus 5y equals 1. Like I said, you could have divided everything by 2 on the bottom and then plugged it in. That's totally fine as well. So as I go through this, I get 9 minus 3y minus 5y equals 1. Combine like terms, and I'm also going to move the 9 at the same time. Subtract 9 from both sides. I get negative 8y equals 1 minus 9 is negative 8. Divide everything by negative 8, and I get that y equals 1. I'm not done yet. So what I need to do is I need to plug in 1 for one of these equations. So I'm going to plug it into the second one. So I have 2x equals 9 minus 3y. So I get 2x equals 9 minus 3 times 1. So I get 2x equals 9 minus 3. 2x equals 6. X equals 3. So my ordered pair is 3, 1. If you plug that in, you'll find out that these are actually true statements. Number 2. Looking at this, I kind of, again, am looking for, alright, how do I make this easier? What already exists? And I see this y right here, and I know, hey, I can plug this y in to this y. So I'll circle it in black. So 4x minus 6 equals negative 2, and then in black, x plus 9. And then I start solving. 4x minus 6, negative 2x minus 18. Add 2 x's to both sides. And at the same time, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So I get 6x equals negative 18 plus 6 is negative 12. Divide by 6, divide by 6. My x equals negative 2. Now I only have one side. I need to solve for the other one. So I have this x plus 9 equals y. And instead of x, I'm going to put in negative 2. So negative 2 plus 9 equals 7. Oh, well, I just did all the math right there. So this is y. And then this is 7 equals y. So y is 7. So my answer is negative 2, 7. Okay. Number 3 is a bit trickier. You can kind of approach it in kind of one of two ways. And either way works perfectly fine. I I'm just going to solve for a variable, and then we'll kind of see the other way that we could have done it. So looking at it, I want to try and get x by itself. Why? Because I just feel like it. You could choose to get y by itself, and it'd work perfectly fine. So getting x by itself on this bottom equation, and I'm just choosing the bottom equation because I want to. Okay, so I have 3x plus 10y equals negative 8. Going to subtract 10y from both sides. So I get 3x equals negative 10y minus 8. Divide everything by 3. X equals, and I'm going to leave it like this, and you'll see why here in just a second, negative 10y minus 8 over 3. Doesn't look pretty, but we'll be able to use this. So now we're going to plug it in, and I'll circle that in black. So I'm going to plug this into this top equation. So I have 6, and then in parentheses, negative 10y minus 8 divided by 3 plus 5y equals 14. Now hopefully you can see the reason that I kind of left this as 6 or as 3 is because if I do this 6 divided by 3, this gets rid of, and this just turns into a 2. So now I'm doing multiplication. So I do 2 times negative 10y, so I get negative 20y. 2 times negative 8 is negative 16, plus 5y equals 14. Combine like terms, and I'm also going to add 16 at the same time. Negative 20y plus 5y is negative 15y. 14 plus 16 is 30. Divide by negative 15. Divide by negative 15. And you get that y equals negative 2. Now I can plug this into either of the two original equations. I'm going to do this one. So 3x plus 10y equals negative 8. 3x plus 10 times negative 2 equals negative 8. 3x plus, well, that ends up being minus 20 equals negative 8. I'm going to add 20 to both sides. 3x equals 12. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. X equals 4. So my answer is 4 comma negative 2. So that one, that number 3 is the kind of the hard one, but that sums up the warm-up.